Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Hope all of you guys had a great Christmas and enjoy your holidays, New Year, all that good stuff. Hopefully you got some good gifts, maybe some Steam credit that you can pop off on the Steam winter sale, and hopefully you ate a lot of great food. But obviously, coming off the heels of the Epic Game Store freebie yesterday with the Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition, today's freebie is not going to be quite as good, but still a freebie there. And then also GOG back at it to give a free game as well. And I do want to highlight the two Humble Bundles that are available that are wrapping up in a little bit. And then also, as we head into 2024, we've talked a lot about, you know, the deals that are available now, but some of you guys are looking forward to some of the big games coming out in 24, looking to be one of the biggest years in gaming history. Like, I really don't think that's a stretch. Let me actually rephrase that. One of the biggest quarter ones in gaming history, because we really don't know what's going to come out in the latter portion of that year, but quarter one is absolutely insane. So if you want to get some of those games cheaper, you'll have the option to do that. Green Man and Games Planet have you hooked up on that with some of the early releases for 2024. But we'll get to that in a little bit. First of all, over at GOG, Lacuna, a sci-fi noir adventure, is available free right now, and it will be free, I believe, for the next couple of days, but once you add it to your library, obviously, as always, it is yours to own forever. The game has been received fairly well, with 1,288 Steam user reviews, a very positive reception at 92% positive. Right now, it is 75% off for $3.99 at Steam, but typically goes for $16. But you know what beats $16 or even $4? Free, and that's what you're getting it for at GOG. Throwback art style here with the pixel graphics look. I know a lot of people these days aren't into it and think that style has been spammed to death, but I'm still a sucker for it. An 86 on Metacritic as well, which is rather good. PC Invasion, 8.5 out of 10. Pretty good reviews across the board. A murder, a hack, a bombing, all it takes to plunge the solar system into war. Unless you do something about it, help CDI agent Neil Conrad make a string of increasingly difficult decisions in this modern dialogue-driven adventure set in a gorgeous 2D sci-fi noir adventure. The story notes: you are Neil Conrad, CDI agent, awoken by the news of a murder. You rush into a case that will soon turn your life and the whole solar system upside down. Ask questions, collect evidence, and put the pieces together until the ugly truth reveals itself or not. The story branches and ends based on your actions. There's no going back. Sure, you can rush your way to the end if you don't mind paying the price. Play your cards right, and you might make it out alive. How far will you go? Some questions don't have a right answer. Will you sell out a friend to protect your family? Will you endanger a loved one in exchange for public safety? Or will you keep the peace? Or reveal the horrible, world-shattering truth? So Lacuna, a sci-fi noir adventure, available free at GOG. And then over at Epic Game Store, while not as big as Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition, Human Resource Machine is available free. A very positive reception on this on Steam, just shy, actually, of overwhelmingly positive. 2,728 reviews, 94% of those reviews are positive. The game notes: program little office workers to solve puzzles, be a good employee, the machines are coming for your job, from the creators of World of Goo and Little Inferno. Those games are fairly well received. 78 on Metacritic for this one. It's a puzzle game for nerds. In each level, your boss gives you a job automated by programming your little office worker. If you succeed, you'll be promoted up to the next level for another year of work in the vast office building. Congratulations. Don't worry if you've never programmed before. Programming is just puzzle solving. If you strip away all the ones and zeros and scary squiggly brackets, programming is actually really simple, logical, beautiful, and something that anyone can understand and have fun with. Are you already an expert? There will be extra challenges for you. So that is free on Epic Game Store for the rest of the day. Add it to your library, yours to own forever, and there will be another freebie tomorrow. So check those out. 2 free games right now. Yeah, you can build up your PC game library without paying a cent. So always a good time there. Moving on from that, do want to highlight Vegas Pro Creative Frontier Bundle is going to be live for another couple of days. I believe 2 days are left in this bundle. Obviously, with this bundle, it is loaded $25, and that'll get you Vegas Pro 19 Edit. You'll get Magic's Music Maker 22, and a bunch of stuff for SoundForge and Soundpool Score. The Vegas Pro 19 Edit, obviously the big thing here, and that gives you the really big value. Given that Vegas Pro typically goes for $250, it ain't nobody trying to pay that. Nobody does pay that, to be perfectly honest, but yeah, when it's available for $25, Vegas Pro is a very good, accessible editing software. Like, it's fairly easy to figure out and make pretty good content if you're looking to create, I don't know, the talks, the YouTube shorts, the Instagram Reels, I believe the kids call it. Yeah, all that can be done in Vegas Pro. Obviously, if you want to do commentaries like this, Very, very easy to do through Vegas Pro. And, it can have a little bit more depth to it. I know a lot of people swear by Adobe Premiere. But yeah, as far as accessibility goes, I feel like Vegas Pro is a pretty good one. And then I also want to note that Happy Holidays with GOG RPGs bundle is still live. They are GOG keys, but man, this bundle is loaded. $12 gets you Wasteland 3 Colorado Collection, Greedfall Gold Edition, Darksiders 3, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales, Elix, and Vampire. All that for $12 is insane. Remember, with Humble, you choose where your money goes. Just click the adjust donation button, click custom amount, and then adjust the sliders however you want. Publishers, charity, Humble, or you can kick back me a couple cents or a couple dollars if you do want, and that is much appreciated. They do note with the GOG bundle that it's limited to one purchase per customer, and the option for gifting is not available, and you need to link your GOG.com account and your Humble accounts in order to redeem the games. I would certainly recommend check out KCD. Vampire is an underrated game. Greedfall is a low-key, pretty decent RPG. It's done by Spiders, a studio that doesn't get a lot of love, but they're kind of making more of a name for themselves these days, and yeah, I thought Greedfall was one of their better outings that they had. They kind of have been building up in terms of every game being better than the last, and Greedfall was a pretty decent RPG. It's not at the level of the best RPGs, it's not at the Witcher level, but, it's still a pretty decent RPG to check out. So check that out, links in the description box below. And then lastly, we're headed into 2024, and as I've been talking about it, Q1 of 24 is so crazy with some of the biggest game releases of a Q1 ever, and really just loaded with big game after big game. Right off the top, I think number one for a lot of people is Dragon's Dogma 2. That is coming out on March the 24th, I want to say? March the 22nd, excuse me. It is Capcom's first $70 game release. However, our friends at Green Man Gaming have it 18% off for $57.39. So with GMG, you get a Steam key, and you're already knocking it back below $60, so that's always quite nice. Dragon's Dogma 2 looks awesome. It's nice that, the fervor, the cult following that Dragon's Dogma has garnered over the last decade or so has ultimately built up to a point where Capcom decided to do a sequel to Dragon's Dogma, and I feel like Capcom kind of has their finger on the pulse of what the consumer wants. I mean, they've just been crushing it. Think about it this way. By the time Dragon's Dogma 2 comes out, in a one-year window, Capcom would have put out the Resident Evil 4 remake, Street Fighter 6, and Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm fairly confident Dragon's Dogma 2 is going to turn out fairly well, but look at every other publisher in gaming today. What other publisher in a 12-month window has put out games of that caliber? I really don't think one exists where they put out multiple games. I love PlayStation from a first-party studio, but what has their 12-month period and Capcom's 12-month period look like? They put out Spider-Man 2, they're going to put out a Last of Us remaster, and I think, what else have they put out? I can't even, think of anything. It's been very barren, and PlayStation First Party is usually one that's at the level of the best publishers in the world. I guess you could throw out a Nintendo in there. Nintendo did put out Zelda and, Mario and all that stuff, but, sometimes I don't even, count Zelda or Nintendo into these things, but, yeah, outside of Nintendo's kind of in their own world, but, maybe that's a little bit of a controversial statement. Yeah, Nintendo is obviously up there with the best of them. But outside of that, Capcom, I feel like, is better than everybody else. So, yeah, and I'm sure Dogma 2 is going to turn out well. $57.39 on that. And then also, coming January 25th, a little less than a month away, Tekken 8, the latest in the Tekken franchise, long-running fighting game series. It will be a $70 release by Bandai Namco. Once again, GMG 16% off here, $58.79 on this as well. So, you'll get it under that $60 price point. Remember, with fighting games, the shtick is always, if you want all the content, you gotta get the deluxe edition. So, it is what it is as far as that's concerned. But I'm excited for Tekken 8, and I certainly will be playing it. Tekken's always been one of those fighting games franchise that I grew up with it, so I have an affinity towards it, and I played the hell out of Tekken 7 in the sense that had the boys over, and we just goofed off for a long time. I didn't get competitive or anything like that, but Tekken 7 was so much fun when that came out back in 2017, so certainly we'll be at least dabbling in Tekken 8. And then lastly, also coming out January 25th, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, man, the latest from RGG, latest in the Yakuza franchise. Bringing back Kiryu, you've got Ichiban in there, and I'm sure this is going to be a game a lot of people are going to be excited for. Obviously, the thing with this is, it's for longtime fans of RGG titles. You probably wouldn't jump right into Infinite Wealth just because, you would probably want to play Like a Dragon, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and then given that Kiryu is back in the mix, you probably want to play Yakuza 0, Kiwami 2, and all that good stuff. So, For longtime fans, this is going to be the latest one, and RGG is so consistent with their outings that I'm sure this is going to turn out fairly well. But it's 10% off, $63 at Games Plan. But that is going to do it for me. Again, 2 freebies over on GOG on the Epic Games Store Vegas bundle. You've got the GOG bundle, and 2024 is going to hit you fast, and if you're into picking up new releases, it's going to be a loaded year with a lot of big games, but that's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.